Alright, what up? It's Shankster94, and welcome to the 39th weekly Q&A. I'm your host, the Gamer Shankster, aka Shankster94. Alright, so, kind of like the last stream, I'm trying out the slow mode thing, and the last one, it almost didn't do enough. I still fell behind quite a bit, but near the end of it, I actually caught up, and it stayed pretty consistent throughout. And this one, though, I put it up to 90 seconds, so instead of 60. So you guys must wait a minute and a half before writing yet another thing. Alright, so who do we got? Most likely got Wyatt Chatrin, Manif Muff, Dominic Maddox, Carlos Aranda, Shinobi 03, Whoa W, and yeah, Andre Hernandez just tuned in. Alright, my phone is actually not near me. I'll be right back. You can watch the cat. It's right there. Alright. So I got my phone here, getting ready to start the 1 hour timer. Because we actually already got a first question in. So we're going to start it right now. 1 hour and 0 minutes. Here we go. Alright, so the first question by Dominic Maddox. T103 versus Nemesis. I'm going to go with Nemesis on that matter. And yeah, Carlos Aranda. I will block some more trolls if they troll on this joint. Alright. Yeah, so Wyatt Chatrin, no. Even though I knew you were being sarcastic, it's like, I'm not going to keep that on there. Alright. Manif Muff, yep, I'm back. And it's only been a week, a little more than a week since the last Q&A, so it's not like anything's changed. But yeah, I just got back from a 5-day trip, so that's what they're talking about. What's up, Dallas Martinez? Shadowvale Gamer 25. I don't know if I've seen that one before, but hello. Vital for Life. What's up? Max Park. Another good one. Just Some Gamer. And yeah, I do have a cat. She just never appeared, she just happened to be sitting up there this time. I didn't always have her. She started living here just right after Christmas, so only about a month she's been here actually. That's why you guys haven't seen her until now. Alright, Wyatt Chatrin, assume you and Manif Muff are fighting through Resident Evil 4. Would I rather Manif tragically die or you tragically die? Whoever's left will but honestly, with how sarcastic and antagonistic you tend to make yourself be, I'd think I would rather you tragically die, Wyatt Chatrin. Because Manif has done nothing to antagonize me whatsoever. Alright, David Silva. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Wyatt Chatrin, four-legged molded versus fat molded. We're going with four-legged. I feel like it's the most dangerous. Shinobi 03, happy belated Resident Evil 2 20th anniversary. That is true, isn't it? It's crazy to think about. Resident Evil 2 is 20 years old now. My favorite title. Vital for Life. I am the OG of Resident Evil YouTubers. Really now? Maybe I'm one of the OGs. However, I can name one that was on here probably before me and has better, a better fan base, and it's Mike Betancourt, I believe how you pronounce it. Mike Betancourt, if any of you have heard of him. Anyway, Dallas Martinez, you love cats. What kind of cat breed do I have? You know what? I don't know cat breeds as much as dog breeds. I never really paid attention to what breed of cat mine is. I got her from like a shelter, like 4 years ago, and no, I don't know what breed it is. It's gray with black stripes. I mean, I could. If any of you are a cat expert, here I'll bring her close up. She's gonna hate me for this, but ow. What's up? This is Naomi. I call her Nene. So, if any of you are a cat expert, you should tell me what breed this is. Anyway, alright, you can go. Alright, so Electroshock. That's nice. Double Barrel in Resident Evil 7 or PB19M01? I'll go with the Double Barrel. Manif Muff, did I play Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy? I sampled it. I got to the main menu and I just stopped there because what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play the original trilogy on my PlayStation 1 emulator here on my laptop, and then I'm going to play the remastered Insane Trilogy. It's something I like to do with certain games and movies and whatnot, is watch the originals before the remakes. And in this case, play the originals before the remakes. Dominic Maddox, Liquor versus Novistador. Novistador, I would say. Alright. David Silva, what do I think of Resident Evil Vendetta and Resident Evil The Final Chapter? Okay, so Resident Evil Vendetta was alright. It was just too short. I wish it was a little longer and more plot elements were added to it, but it was an okay movie. Resident Evil The Final Chapter, in the live-action movies, I personally thought was pretty dang good, and a solid conclusion to the movie franchise, which I do not compare to the games, really, whatsoever. Vital for Life, you love Mike Bettencourt? Alright, cool. I would love it if Mike Bettencourt found my channel and said something. That would be awesome. I also like Alpha Omega Sin, which isn't an entirely Resident Evil-based channel, but he does make it clear that he loves Resident Evil. Alright, anyway, Wyatt Chatra, Evelyn's final form versus Javier Hidalgo's form. Probably Javier. And is my slow mode working? Because somehow you got... yeah, it is. It is working, because... Yeah, no one asked a question after that. So, you again. Would Resident Evil 5 Chris have been able to defeat Krauser like Leon did in Resident Evil 4? I feel like if Leon could, Chris should have been able to. I mean, Chris has more strength than Leon, even though he's not as, like, agile. But I still think he could have taken him on, possibly. Max Park, if Chris and Jill would have assault rifles in Remake, what should they have? I would say they should probably have, like, either a Heckler Koch MP5 or possibly a P90. I'm not sure, though. See, you almost can't put a submachine gun in a Resident Evil game without making it a little too actiony. I mean, Zero somehow got away with it, but I don't know. Or in Resident Evil 3, too. Never mind. I take that back. Wyatt Chatrin, have Krauser be alive in Resident Evil 8 or Wesker? Krauser would make more sense because he wasn't blown to smithereens. The last time you saw him canonically was just laying face down on the ground in Ada's scenario. With his, I think his arm like dissolves or something like that. Carlos Aranda, you had a cat like mine years ago. Cool. All right, Andre Hernandez, Chris and Leon versus Ethan, but they're both heavily drunk while Ethan is on some powerful steroids. That's a close call, but I'll go with Chris and Leon would still be able to take him on. Because Ethan doesn't seem to have any fighting experience whatsoever. David Silva, oh, your god. Naomi is your sister's name. No connection whatsoever. Shinobi03, since I work in news, do I often come across weird stuff like someone getting high and thinks he's an animal and such? No, I don't. Okay, so if you think I'm a journalist or an anchor, no. I am in the production department, which is behind the scenes, and I don't go fetching stories and whatnot, so I don't know what's happening until we air it, basically. So in a sense, I would be watching the news along with everyone else who's viewing it, although in some cases I know what the story, I get to see the story before we actually air it, like by maybe just a few hours, not like days in advance and whatnot. Alright, Vital for Life. What are my thoughts on Chris and Resident Evil 7? I still don't have a solid opinion because I have yet to play that. I've yet to play Not a Hero. I'm not going to until Remake is finished. And, yeah. I have to avoid any question like that for a while. Why, Chachan, do I agree that the Latin-sounding music that plays at the beginning of Resident Evil 4's opening scene is really cool? What, like what they're listening to on the car stereo? Kind of. Maybe. It's not something I would personally listen to. Why, Chatron, what is the very... And somehow you get 3 questions in a row. Not a lot of people asking questions, even though I got 17 concurrent viewers, apparently. But anyway, what is the very first thing Hunnigan says to Leon in Resident Evil 4? Shit. I actually can't remember. I feel like... Okay, I know, like, the second line is... I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support for this mission, something like that. I cannot remember for the life of me, though, the very first sentence when he answers this radio for the first time. I think it's like, can you hear me, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, what is the first thing that Leon ever says to Hunnigan? Loud and clear? Somehow I thought you'd be a little older? I think that's what it is. Just Some Gamers. So, what are my thoughts on Resident Evil 2 Remake not being announced on the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil 2? And do fans have the right to be upset at Capcom, or is it their fault for believing in the rumors? Well, Capcom themselves did announce there was a Resident Evil 2 Remake in development, so it wasn't rumors. If it was rumored that they were going to announce it on the 20th anniversary, then probably is the fans' fault for believing in such. Unless Capcom themselves announced that. But, you know, at this point, I'm not, like, hoping so much on Resident Evil 2 Remake being released anytime soon. I feel like it's going to be another developmental nightmare, kind of like how... You know how they never released Tekken Cross Street Fighter, even though it's been, like, known of for, like, the past 7 years or so? So, I feel like it's going to be one of those things. Alright, Dominic Maddox. G. Birkin versus Derek Simmons. I know, Resident Evil 6. Derek Simmons. He has, like, 3 different final forms. Spy Redrum. Leon Scott Kennedy and Chris Redfield versus Wesker and Krauser. Well, both of them defeated the other respectively, so that pretty much answers itself. Yeah, Shinji... Yeah, you fake-ass channel. Putting Shinji Mikame's name to shame. Anyway, Man of Muff. Always any movie based on games is bad. Not okay. Most of the time, sure, but not all the time. I wouldn't say that. Mortal Kombat. There you go. Anyway, Wyatt Chachran, my favorite puzzle in Resident Evil 4? Huh. My favorite puzzle in Resident Evil 4. The one you have to solve right before you meet Ashley for the first time. It's like a color-based puzzle. It's like blue, red, and green, and you have to match the patterns to make the Los Illuminados insignia or something like that. Yeah, I would say that one. Wyatt Chachran also, do I think we'll ever see Resident Evil 4 Bingo Edition? What the hell is that? I don't know. What does Hunnigan give Leon? What does Hunnigan give to Leon right before he enters the village? A playing manual. A playing manual. That's for sure. The Triforce of Logan. That's a new one. Do I think Resident Evil 7 will come to Switch? Possibly. They ported Revelations 2 and Revelations 1 to the Switch, so I can see that, kinda. Electroshock. One more comparison of guns in Resident Evil before legit questions. Would I rather have the AK-47 from Code Veronica X or the UBCS Standard Service Weapon M4 from Nemesis during Raccoon City Outbreak? AK-47 from Code. Yo, day on to 31. I got a PS4, by the way. I haven't got Tekken 7 for it yet, but I plan on it sometime. Alright, Man of Muff. So, how the 8th playthrough in the Resident Evil remake going? I haven't started it yet, man. A little too soon. I just uploaded the 7th. Spy Red Rum. Wesker versus Baker family. Wesker versus the entire family? The family's probably going to beat him. Andre Hernandez. You changed your profile pic, but for some reason it's showing the old one. Interesting. I don't think I have control over that. Wyatt Chachran, you think the most brutal death, which has been asked before here, is actually Leon getting spiked through the face and then impaled through the stomach by the... It is a brutal one. It's not, in my personal opinion, not the most. But it is up there. Good one. Wyatt Chachran, worst line of dialogue in Resident Evil 4. The worst line of dialogue. I'm trying real hard to think. Okay, forget your makeup or something. It's an extra dialogue on one of the officers in the car at the very beginning of the game. My least favorite puzzle in Resident Evil 4. Shoot. I'm trying to think of like all the puzzles in Resident Evil 4. With one of them that came to mind instantly is that tile puzzle when you're controlling Ashley. It's not super hard once you got the combination. It's just, when I very first did it, it took me a little while. And this was a while ago. I was still very young and still somewhat creeped out by the series, so I would say it's kind of, you know, it's a little unnerving to be in that very dark room with, like, animated statues behind you trying to solve that puzzle. AG22. Do I think Resident Evil 7 will have a Leon DLC? It's probably better if they don't. Honestly, it's probably better if they don't. I'm not even gonna fathom that. Vital for Life. Do I think Resident Evil 6... Do I like Resident Evil 6? The game gets too much hate, in your opinion. Okay, so... I like it a little bit. I loved Leon's and Ada's scenarios. I was meh about Chris and Jake's scenarios, and I understand why people give it so much hate, because it still ended up being as a full action-packed title, no horror whatsoever, and just like, you know, see, as a player of the Resident Evil franchise, I can overlook stuff like that, and I can enjoy the game for, like, what it can deliver. See, Resident Evil 5 is one of the more hated Resident Evil games in the series, but at one point in time, it was probably my favorite because I was playing it like hell. So, my thoughts on Resident Evil 6, it's an okay game to me personally, but I can understand people's gripe about it. Electroshock. Now for a legit question. Do I know Da Wei? No, I don't. Man of Muff, you can't wait to talk to me on PS4. Well, after the last Q&A, I got on PS4, but you didn't really do anything. So I was like, alright, I'm leaving. I mean, you told me you weren't in chat or anything, but I didn't know what you wanted me to do when I got on PS4. I only have one game, it's Crash Bandicoot, and I don't even think it's multiplayer capable. So, not sure. But if you want me to get on PS4 after this Q&A, that's not going to happen, not tonight. Carlos Aranda, do I think Manuela will ever make another appearance in the series? I don't know. The fact that she appeared only in a spinoff and like an extra scenario, or that game's exclusive scenario, I don't know. I don't know if she's considered canonical in the series. Well, actually, she probably is, considering that was an exclusive scenario. I don't care if she does or not, though, to be honest. Wyatt Chatron, Gatorade or Powerade? Gatorade. Big time. Andre Hernandez, oh, your COD. It's Shinji Mikami. No, it's not. It's an imposter. Wyatt Chatron, have I ever died during Ashley's part? Yes, I have, actually. Which is sad. Max Park, which characters that I don't want to see in the next Resident Evil game? Which characters would I don't want to see? Jessica Sherwood, Ashley Graham, freaking who else? Who else did I have actually disliked? Excel is dead, so I don't care much. I don't care too much for like Helena from 6, and maybe even Jake from 6. So yeah. Wyatt Chatron, me, Sheva, and you are fighting through Resident Evil 5. Okay, Sheva and you leave me to fight for myself in order to go have which nearly kills me. Do I get angry? Dude, yeah. Stupid. Really, really stupid. Like, at that point, I lost all hope for you, and you have no sensitivity whatsoever. AG22, Mexican chick versus Spanish chick. Bringing race into the equation, man? I'm just kidding. Well, okay. I feel like a Mexican chick will take on a Spanish chick, to be honest. Because the Mexican seems to have it harder, like, in that area than Spaniards. So, I'm going to go with that. So they have to toughen up. Vital for Life. What's my favorite costume in Resident Evil? Like, in the entire franchise? That's a tough question. It's pretty vague, too. But let me think. Probably Chris's heavy metal outfit in Resident Evil 5. Yeah. Either that or Joe's biker outfit in Resident Evil 3. Alright, Man of Muff. It's the fake... Yeah, obviously. Wyatt Chatron, oranges or grapes? If they were both right in front of me and the orange was already cut, and it was just the center, I think I would go with the orange. Yeah, oranges. Wyatt Chatron, Hershey's cookies and cream candy bar or Snickers. Well, that Hershey's bar is a little too busy for my taste, so I'm going with a Snickers. Wyatt Chatron also, Pepsi or Coke or Pepsi, Coke or RC. Oh, we're playing Cola Wars now, huh? I'm personally a Pepsi guy. AG22, birthday month. Are you asking me when's my birthday? If you are, man, that's crossing some personal boundaries. I know you're asking for just the month. It's still a little too much information. David Silva, George A. Romero. What are my favorite movies he made? Well, I'm not even sure what movies George A. Romero made, to be honest. Even though I'm a movie buff, I don't know that guy too much. I've heard of his name. I don't even know if he's a director, a producer, or whatnot. By the way, I've been away from work for like almost a week, so I haven't been keeping up on any recent news. George A. Romero. Okay, so I made Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, The Crazies, Martin, Creepshow, Monkey Shines, The Dark Half, Tales from the Dark Side. Okay, a lot of zombie apocalypse. Huh. Yeah, gotcha. Well then. Yeah, unfortunately, I've never seen any of those movies. So, sorry to disappoint you. Alright, Vital for Life. Can we be friends? You can subscribe. I mean, I can't... It's hard for me to be, like, personal friends with anybody on this channel because, you know, I got a life of my own. But as long as you don't say anything antagonistic, like in the comments at all, or you watch my videos as I post them and make comments and whatnot, we'd be good. White Chatron, punch my boss in the stomach repeatedly or to my sister? My boss, dude. Spy Red Room, what if Barry Burton had a playable section in Resident Evil Remake? That would have been really nice. I kind of wish they did that. You know, to compensate for it in the original, but no. White Chatron, eat pizza with dog turds as the topping once a month for the rest of my life, or have Ada kick me with a Resident Evil 4 fan kick in the nuts once a month for the rest of my life. How can her fan kick hit me in the nuts, bro? That one was kind of retarded, so I'm going with that. Alright, Wyatt Chatron, watermelon or grapefruit? Grapefruit. AG22, favorite logo in Resident Evil? My favorite logo is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Man of Muff. Is there actually a statue that can move in Resident Evil 4? Yeah, they're like little... There was actually a name for him. Wyatt Chatron brought him up, I believe. Or someone brought it up in the last Q&A. I forgot what it's called. You probably say it again to give me some clearance. But anyway, Max Park. What was my favorite Easter egg in all Resident Evil games? My favorite Easter egg? Probably the numerous throwbacks to classic games in Resident Evil 7. White Chatron, have I ever been in an actual fist fight? No. Nor a regular fight, really. Not a serious one. Like little kiddie ones back in grade school and whatnot, but... Wyatt Chatron, Scarmiglione Apocalypse or Tofu? Tofu is a protagonist, dude. Is a good guy, so... Let's do a Tofu Apocalypse. Wyatt Chatron, have an unending nosebleed or an unending busted bleeding lip? Nosebleed. Vital for Life, how is Wyatt Chatron posting so much? He must not be on slow mode. He is, it's just no one... Wait a minute. You're right, because Wyatt, you asked 3 questions in a row, and they're all within 15 seconds, so what is going on here? Let me try something. Okay, slow mode is not working for some reason. And that sucks, because just the whole point is so I can keep up. I'm sure Wyatt Chatron's just ecstatic because he's not restricted, but this is going to cause problems for me. Alright, well, we're just going to have to go with it, I guess. I don't know why it's not working. right now I kind of want to make it work. Ingestion settings. Info settings. Advanced. Enable slow mode. Okay, it's still going, thankfully. The hell, why is it off now? I just tried to turn it back on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pause the timer for a second because, yeah, it's not fair to you guys that I'm taking this time to try to fix something. Enable slow mode. Okay. Slow mode is on. Let's see about that. Maybe because I'm the... probably because I'm the streamer, then it lets me go beyond that. But, okay, so... Okay, so it's working. It's working, apparently. I don't know why I got quite all those questions, and unless there's a glitch in my system that's putting them next to each other. Whatever. Now I'm gonna continue with this. So, where was I? Alright, so that was that. Okay, AG22. Gucci versus Versace? What the hell? Is that even Resident Evil related? AG22? I don't know. I never heard of either of those names. Alright, just some gamer. Okay, so have I ever heard of the Resident Evil PSP game? It was originally announced in E3 of 2009, but never brought up again. And I can find the announcement on YouTube. No, I didn't. Because I never owned a PSP. Electroshock. You know I'm a Resident Evil YouTuber, but have I ever considered playing other survival horror games like Evil Within? Not on this channel. Not whatsoever. Not even thinking twice about it. I have played Dead Rising. Dead Rising 2. Wait, you falling asleep, no crap? Spy Red Room. Baker family versus Chris and Barry, both equipped with their strongest weapon, rocket launchers, is not allowed. Oh, by the way, I need to resume the timer. Almost forgot about it. So you guys get a little extra time with me. Anyway, Baker family versus Chris and Barry. Both equipped with their strongest weapon, rocket launcher is not allowed. So in Chris's case, it would be Smith & Wesson M500, and in Barry's case, it would be his Magnum, right? They would win. Chris and Barry would beat the Baker family, hands down. Alright, choose from the following loadouts to survive an apocalypse. What, Chatron? A, the Derringer, 2 flash grenades, and 1 hors d'oeuvre, or... the ammo box 50, the keys to a truck that is 50 miles away, I must walk to get it, and 1 incendiary grenade. The Derringer, 2 flash grenades, and 1 hors d'oeuvre. Definitely. Also, Zombie Manif or Zombie U Apocalypse. Zombie Manif. Well, great, man, if someone's gonna see that and now they're gonna ask it. Vital for life. Yeah, why aren't you on slow mode? Wyatt, you weren't, apparently. Shinobi 03. What enemy I prefer to fight? Ganados, Magini, or Joavo? What enemy do I prefer to fight? Ganados, Magini, or Joavo? So the 3 main enemies of 4, 5, and 6, respectively. I prefer to fight... I mean, Ganados can be relentless sometimes. Joavo have dangerous mutations. Magini, on the other hand, I don't find them as dangerous, so I'm going with Magini. AG22, have Leon's flexibility and quickness versus Chris' strength and power. I would go with Leon's flexibility and quickness. Big time. White Chatron, change my name to Sugar Tits 69,000 or I Love Spankings. What the hell? We'll go with Sugar Tits, dude. Because the 69,000 makes it all futuristic. Wyatt. I'm not reading that out loud, Wyatt. You should know the boundaries. Also, always have to wipe with sandpaper or with clear plastic food wrap, aka saran wrap. Plastic wrap. Vital for Life. What inspired me to make guides on all the weapons in Resident Evil? Okay, so when I started my channel, I wanted to review all the melee moves of the series, and once I did that, I started thinking of what I wanted to do next, and I decided to cover an element in the series that expanded through all the games, not just the modern ones. So I chose weapons, because I did love collecting all of the weapons in this franchise. So yeah, that's how it happened. Manif, anytime... Yeah, okay. Spy Red Room, what would be the dumbest piece of Resident Evil merchandise? A, Resident Evil Hot Wheels, or B, Resident Evil cereal? The dumbest piece of Resident Evil merchandise would probably be cereal. AG22, favorite side character in a Resident Evil game? Carlos Oliveira. Yeah. Andre Hernandez, what is it with long questions and answers? Well, some people like asking sophisticated questions, I guess. I can't stop them. White Chatron, sleep with 4 Victoria's Secret models, who, or be forced to never tell anyone, but be forced to never tell anyone about it. Okay, I keep it to myself, no big deal. Or spend a night in a hotel room just chatting with 4 Victoria's Secrets, and I have the whole world think I slept with them. I'd rather sleep with them and not care if the world, not have the world know about it. Also, see, unless you're pasting these questions, Wyatt, that's the only way it makes sense that your questions are bypassing the slow mode. If that's the case, and that's what you're gonna do... Thanks, Juan, I got the memo. Anyway. White Chatron, have the ability to fly, but every time I flew, I was naked, or the ability to be invisible, but anytime I went invisible, people nearby would talk crap about me. Okay, that's not much of a loss, because if they start talking shit about me, I'm just gonna slap them. And they're not gonna know what the hell hit them. Okay. Jeez. Even with a 90-second delay, I'm still super behind. Alright, Carlos Aranda. Who do I think could mock or beat Jill? Who do I think could mock or beat Jill? Match, you mean? Match or beat Jill? Sheva. Vital for Life. Yeah, I know. Manif, what character do I want to come in the next Resident Evil? What character do I want to be in the next Resident Evil? Jill Valentine. Seriously. She's overdue. Haven't seen her since 5. Spy Red Room. What if Resident Evil 5 had a Wesker story arc instead of a desperate escape or lost nightmares? That actually wouldn't have been that bad. I probably would have liked that. Max Park. Why do I think Resident Evil fans love the Mercenaries minigame rather than campaign in 5 and 6? You could be wrong, you just want to hear my thoughts. Because there's more replay value out of it. Because every match is a new experience, while the campaign is straightforward and scripted. White Shotgun, always have a popcorn kernel in my throat, or always have Cheeto coated fingers. I'll go with Cheeto coated fingers. I can make art with that. Also, work my dream job with no wages, relying only on welfare payments to survive, or sit naked in a completely empty white room from 8 to 5, Monday to Saturday for $5 million a year. I'll do that. I'm not gonna live without a paycheck, man. AG22, you meant would I date Mexican or Spanish? Okay, yeah, you need to be more specific, because I totally got the wrong idea from it initially. But in that case, I'd rather date a Spanish girl. See, a better term here would be Latino, which probably covers both sides of the spectrum. I would love to date a Latino. No doubt. Or a Latina in this case. White Chotron, smell a fart every day, all day, that nobody else can smell, or have everyone think I smell like a fart, but I don't smell it. You know, you really ask the weirdest questions, Wyatt. Like, one day... Okay, never mind. Anyway. I'd rather smell it than everyone else do it. Thanks, man, if Muff, for getting that point across. White Chotron, fall down every staircase I come across, or slam my hand in every door I close. See, what's weird is... Okay, you're clearly... You are obviously pasting these questions, because there's no way in hell you could type these out in 2 seconds. Because these are literally 2 seconds apart, each and every one. And that's how you're bypassing the slow mode, is by pasting it. You found a loophole, and now you're exploiting it. And I really don't appreciate it, man. The slow mode was to slow it down to allow me to keep up with you guys. And if you're gonna ignore that, man, I might have to place further restrictions on you specifically. I'm telling you, man. Chill out. But anyway, fall down every staircase I come across, or slam my hand in every door I close. Freaking A. Slam my hand. Watch porn. No. That one's stupid, man. You're borderlining troll status right there, I'm telling you. But anyway, choose from the following 2 handicaps during the Hunter Apocalypse. A. Poor hearing or poor reaction times. Poor hearing. I'd rather have my reaction time up and out. Alright, AG22. Yeah. Yeah, you got that across. Spy Red Room. What if Resident Evil had an animated series or an anime? Would I want it? Dude, watch your sentences, Spy, before you send them, unless you're not too good at English, because, yeah, you got some serious grammatical issues here. But anyway, would I want an anime or an animated series of Resident Evil? Actually, an anime wouldn't be too bad. The fact that Resident Evil originated in Japan, so they could totally make an anime somehow, probably. I would actually watch that. I would watch that. And obviously, I'm not the only one who thinks you need to chill out here. Okay, so apparently the pasting is not how you work around it. It's something else. I don't care what it is. You need to slow down. The whole reason I put the slow mode on was to slow you down and everyone else, really. But if I have to, I will put you in timeouts occasionally, because I do have that power too. Anyway, Supersonic 2991. What's up? What was my reaction to Lickers being in Resident Evil 5? A nice little bring back. So the way to keep it, the way to keep fans going is to keep some same enemies here and there. All right, Carlos Aranda. What about Jessica? Will Capcom ever explain what she'll do with the T-Abyss fires? I don't know. We'll have to see one day. Who knows where the series will be 10 years from now. All right, White Chachrin, another 2 loadouts for the Iron Maiden Apocalypse. Great. A fully upgraded TMP with stock, 1 red herb, and a defense coin. As good as that does. Or a halfway upgraded Killer 7, 1 yellow herb, and 3 meal kits. For an Iron Maiden Apocalypse, we'll go with a fully upgraded TMP. Loadout. Also, be forced to marry a female fat molded or tattoo. White is awesome on both my hands. No option to wear gloves or otherwise hide the tattoo. So the choice is a female fat molded or a tattoo, which says White is awesome on both my hands. No option to wear gloves, otherwise hide the tattoo. Well, if I'm married to a fat female molded, that means she's loyal, so I'll go with that. I'm not fucking putting tattoos with your name on it, am I? I don't support you. I'm not a fan of you, you're a fan of me. That's the other way around. AG22, have I played all the Crash Bandicoot games? No. Not all of them, especially if you count spin-offs. I've played most of the main series of games, like 1, 2, 3 Warped, 4, technically, Wrath of Cortex, Twinsanity, and then I've played a few spin-offs like Crash Team Racing, Crash Bash, Tag Team Racing, Nitro Kart, and Purple, Ripto's Rampage. But anyway, Max Park. Which design of M3 shotgun is my favorite? The riot gun from 4, the M3 from 5, or the assault shotgun from 6? Design only. Okay. If we're going with design only, I'm going with riot gun from 4. Andre Hernandez, think of a funny scenario where a Resident Evil main does something really stupid and ends up hurting themselves really bad. Example, Chris hitting himself in the groin. Yeah, that'd be funny. Wyatt Chachrin, never be able to use a condom or any other form of birth control, or only be able to have sex once every 3 years. Well, I guess I'm impregnating a bunch of women, because I'm not going dormant for 3 years. Also, do I think it would be productive to argue with the trolls that keep appearing in chat to try to make them see what they're doing is wrong and stupid, or a waste of time? It would be a fat waste of time. Because they're simply just trying to get a rise out of me because they have nothing better to do in their sad, stupid lives. And yeah. Alright, AG22, worst candy flavor, example, orange. Okay, worst candy flavor for me is pina colada. Yeah. Okay, and now it's coming across where we are doing the slow mode vendetta, or dilemma, I should say. Wyatt Chachrin, Sweeper Apocalypse or Armadura Apocalypse? What was the Armadura again? I have the wiki up right now, so. Armadura. Oh, the Armadura is the knight. Is the knight in Resident Evil 4. That's what I was talking about. Armaduras. Alright, but Sweeper Apocalypse or Armadura? I'd rather have an Armadura Apocalypse. Sweepers are fucking... They're hunters with poison. Oh, how worse can you get? Spy Red Run, Black Tiger, and Black Widow versus the Centipede and Scorpion from Resident Evil 0. Thanks for the donation, Wyatt Chachrin. No. It's in response to something else, which I'll get to in, 10 minutes? Because that's how far behind I am, even with a 90-second slowdown. Alright, people, that just confirmed it. I'm going to 120 seconds next stream. Sorry, Wyatt Chachrin, you may think that's too slow, but you somehow worked around it, so why does it even matter to you? But anyway. Spy Red Room, Black Tiger and Black Widow versus the Centipede and Scorpion from Resident Evil 0. We'll go with the Centipede and Scorpion. Alright, Wyatt Chachran. Be stalked by FBI agents with a 50% chance they'll kill me, or be stalked by CIA agents with a 75% chance they'll kill me, but if I go with the second option, I get to have sex 10 times with Ada. You see, you just throw that in there thinking it's going to change my mind. I'm thinking of the bigger picture here. I'd rather be stalked by FBI than CIA. Jesus. Andre Hernandez, what is with Wyatt's weird questions? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder that myself. He claims to be my biggest fan, but he definitely is one of my biggest supporters because he donates $10 to me every month on Patreon and whatnot. But I think he thinks it's an out for him to be very, very weird. Oh God! And then I just saw something on the very bottom of the chat that's starting to make me really nervous. But at the same time, it'd be freaking epic if that actually happened. Electroshock. I know, I turned slow mode off for a second because I was questioning if it was even working, because Wyatt Chachran somehow found a workaround, which he claims has nothing to do with the copy and paste, but obviously it does, because that's the only way they're actually showing up. Yeah, I'm sorry if I seem a little livid right now, it's just, I don't like technical issues, and I'm kind of pissed that I'm still falling behind, even with a 90-second delay. I'm going to have to go to 2 minutes. That's just the way it is. Until I start keeping up all the time, I'm going to keep increasing it. Or I'm going to do what I said I was going to do in the 40th Q&A, which was just only read questions from the very bottom. But it just wouldn't really be fair for you guys. Electroshock, anyway. Or, no, I already read that. Vital for Life. I need a mod. You would be honored to take that. Oh, a moderator? Yeah. You know, I've thought about that. And when I read up what moderators can do, moderators have the ability to review and approve messages. I know. So you guys, or who I make a moderator, would have the ability to retract messages and whatnot for me and whatnot. But see, the problem is, I feel like I need to maintain control of everything since it's my channel and whatnot. So I'm not all about moderation and whatnot. And Wyatt Chachran, if I were to make you a moderator of my chat, I would fear the worst, because I feel like you take your fanboyism of my channel for granted and think you can get away with crap, and I think you would start shutting out everyone else to just further your agenda. But anyway, no. Wyatt Chachran, Sweeper versus Iron Maiden. Sweeper. See, I'm just making myself get more behind, complaining that I'm still falling behind. Oh, and Wyatt Chachran, you're claiming dibs on moderation. Good luck with that. Electroshock, good so far. AG22, thoughts on Logan Paul scandal? Yeah, what a great way to start 2018, along with the Tide Pod challenge. Holy shit. Alright. Spy Red Room. What Resident Evil animal monster would I keep as a pet if it was loyal to me and only me? Does Hunter count? It's like Reptilian. Hunter would be a great, like, pet. Mana, if it's working. Okay, so, yeah, that's where it's working for everyone. Wyatt Chachran, face off against an Armadura with nothing but a wet noodle. Or against a Novistador with nothing but a paperclip. I'll go with the Armadura with a wet noodle. I just knock its head off somehow. Well, just some gamer. You think Wyatt hacked or he glitched the system? Probably, for all I know. I'm not banning Wyatt Vital. He's... Yes, I know he's annoying sometimes, but he's just super... He just loves my channel so much that he wants to show it. Shinobi through... Now we got a bunch of people talking to Wyatt instead of me, because he's, like, making a crazy impression. Why, favorite type of yogurt? You'll play. Yeah, it's like not working for you whatsoever. Marry a sweeper or marry Ganado Ashley. If Ganado Ashley, supersonic, supersonic. Is there any enemy? Is there an enemy or a boss from earlier Resident Evil games I would like to return in future Resident Evil games? Tyrant, Tyrant, for sure. Classic boss there, the original OG boss. All right. White shot turn. Which type of knife would I most prefer to use during the zombie apocalypse? Chris's combat knife. Yeah. I would have said katana, but that's more than a knife. So, favorite phone color? Why phone? My favorite color is red, so I'm just going to go with that. Electroshock. You now knight the Wyatt Shottrand as an official god of chat. Okay. More like god of hogging the chat. Juan P. Molina. On every nook and cranny, the trophy, I need to collect all items to get it. That's why I didn't get it with Jill. Really? Well, that's very interesting because the achievement itself only states that I have to visit all places on the map. So that's retarded that they don't mention the item thing. It's a good thing that was my original thought of the achievement because that's what I did, and that's how I guess I got it. That doesn't really make sense, though. Wide charge from 2 incendiary grenades and 1 yellow-red herb combo, or 2 katanas. 2 katanas, easy. Vital for life. What's my favorite character in Mercenaries Union in Resident Evil 5? Barry Burton. David Silva. Should zombies be fast or slow-moving? Slow. Wyatt Shottrand. Javier Hidalgo Final Form Apocalypse or Wesker Resident Evil 5 Final Form Apocalypse. Wesker Final Form. Also, punch Manif in the face for no reason or constantly swear at work for 1 whole day. I'll constantly swear at work. I could get away with it. I'm not going to punch a subscriber that you feel like is threatening your reputation or whatnot. AG22, favorite candy flavor. Favorite candy flavor. Cherry. It's either cherry or strawberry. Andre Hernandez, heavily drunk Leon, like he was in Vendetta, and Chris, versus Joe Baker on steroids. Oh, that guy. I don't know much about Joe Baker right now. I haven't played the DLC yet, so I'm biased on that one. I'm going with Junker Leon and Chris. Wyatt Shottrand always be chewing gum annoyingly or talking loud annoyingly? Well, apparently some people who watch my channel or who have seen a video of mine or two thought I was talking loud annoyingly and have already suffered through that. And in which case, I just respond, get the fuck over it, or stop watching my content. So, yeah, I'll talk loud annoyingly. I'm, like, heated up right now, so I feel like I might already be doing so. Carlos Aranda, Capcom seemed to be through... Capcom seemed to be through everything in 6. What can they possibly put next? They'll come up with something. Wyatt Shottrand, Leon versus 5 sweepers. Leon's gonna get dead. Man of Muff, when you see me online in PS4, you will send me a party chat invite. Okay. Well, I have no idea when I'll get on that PS4 again. And Wyatt Shottrand just donated another $5 for what? Let's see here. Shit. Good job, guys. You just pushed Wyatt to further support me. he's making it very clear that he's my #1 fan. And now he's going to increase his patron pledge, and depending on how much he's going to increase it, I may have to take some action. I'll have to find out later. Alright. Wyatt Chatron, 10 Armaduros versus Manif. Ask him. That's not directed to me. AG22. Least favorite color. Yellow. Wyatt Chatron drinks cereal with cat piss instead of milk once a week, or get stabbed in the arm. Stabbed in the arm. Vital for life. Have I ever thought about speedrunning a Resident Evil game? Yeah, several times. Wyatt Chatron, read girls' thoughts or have a 25% larger dick. Read girls' thoughts. Manif, party chat. Yeah, I know what you meant. Just some gamer. Be a zombie, ghost, or vampire. Ghost. Ghost, yeah. AG22, when will racism end? Never. I could just call that right now. It will never end. Wyatt Chatron, Jill with sprained arm versus Ada with sprained leg. Jill with sprained arm. Spy Redrum, how did the characters use the herbs in the old Resident Evil game? Most memes say drugs, you say they eat the herb. Note the herbs are mixed and not combined. Yeah, that is a good debate. I mean, yeah. Either that or they like covered their wound with it or something. Not too sure though. Wyatt Chatron, Chris versus 3 Armaduros and 3 Sweepers. Okay, so just because I brought up the Armaduros, now you're just asking every single fucking question with it? Man, come on, get original! Anyway. Chris versus 3 Armaduros and 3 Sweepers. 3 Armaduros and 3 Sweepers? Chris is dead. Eddie, the not-so-great. If I could only do one type of exercise, would I do lifting weights or running/cardio? Cardio and, yeah, running and cardio. Supersonic, if I could choose 1 melee weapon and 2 firearms from any Resident Evil game to own, which ones would I choose? Okay, the 1 melee weapon would definitely be the katana. 2 firearms would be the Smith & Wesson Model 500 and the Beretta 92 FS. There you go. Wyatt Chatron, Chris with poor vision versus Leon with poor hearing. Leon with poor hearing could still take him on. Andre Hernandez, the Resident Evil theme Hot Wheels sound like a cool idea on paper. Wyatt Chatron, Angela with sore back versus Leon with sore arms. See, Wyatt, I just feel like you're running out of material, and now you're just throwing random stuff together. You've been participating in these for way too long. Maybe you should take a break. But anyway, I'm gonna go with Leon with sore arms. Also, Ada with a stock of incendiary grenades versus Angela with a stock of throwing knives. This is unbelievable. I just realized I'm 22 minutes behind. I'm 22 minutes behind you guys, apparently. That's like almost more than I've ever been, even without the restrictions. And you know what? I'm blaming you, Wyatt Chatron, since you're just pasting everything. You're making it very difficult for me. But anyway, I forgive you, since you're my #1 supporter. Wow, would you look at that? Timer's going off. So, yeah, the questions need to stop here. So the last question I'm going to answer is vital for life. Why did Jill dress like a hoe in Resident Evil 3? That is the final question I'm going to answer. So here we go. Let the catching up begin, because I'm 20 minutes behind. That's probably how long it's going to take me to catch up. Here we go. Ada with a stock of incendiary grenades versus Angela with a stock of throwing knives. These get very complicated, but I'm going with Ada with Incendiary Grenades. I'm just going to half-ass these questions at this point. Chris versus 3 Bandersnatches. Chris can take them on. Spy Red Room, Resident Evil Wesker's standalone game, or an Alert Wesker's comic. Wesker's standalone game, I would play it. Man of Muff, you would be honored if you got punched. I bet you would. AG22, do drugs or deal with Wyatt? Wyatt is not to be dealt with, necessarily. He's just an overzealous fan. Wyatt, your workaround has nothing to do with copy-paste. Yeah, right. Electroshock, hopefully the next stream will have working slow mode for the trolls. Well, the trolls... There wasn't really a troll in this other than Shinji Mikami. Wyatt Shotron, get killed by Leon wielding incendiary grenades or get killed by Ada throwing stars. I'd rather get punctured than burned alive, so we'll go with Ada wielding stars. AG22, have I watched Dragon Ball Z? No. Wyatt Shotron, it's harder to enjoy the Q&A when you can't ask questions freely. I know, but you take that freedom to a whole new level, and I think you abuse it. Anyway, Nicole Taskar, would I prefer God of War 4 or Call of Duty Black Ops? Well, I despise Call of Duty. I've never played God of War, but I know it's a PlayStation exclusive game. Maybe I could enjoy it, so I'll go with God of War. Vital for Live, White, you ask weird questions. No shit. It's Shinobi03. If you could send a message back in time to my younger self, if I could send a message back in time to my younger self, what would it be? Start your channel, man. Start your channel earlier, man. It's slacking. White Chachan, you're just such a huge fan that you love asking me as many questions as possible. I see. Well, my advice to you is the fact that you see I'm a little disturbed by it should be a big hint to you that you need to slow down. Spy Red Rum, Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead versus Barry Burton from Resident Evil. Barry Burton. Andre Hernandez, Resident Evil 6's 4 campaigns suck because of the quick time events, lack of tension, and the confusing story. You don't mind the action, the mercenaries mode is amazing. Alright, your opinion, I can agree with you to some extent. AG22, you think Wyatt has a weird obsession with me, like stalker level? Not necessarily. No. The worst he's ever done is just randomly friend request me on Facebook all of a sudden, but whatever. It's probably not that hard to find me if you, like, really search. Wyatt Chotron, both eyes pecked out by infected crows or have sex with Marguerite. Well, at least Marguerite is a woman, so I'll go with that. Vital for Life, how often do I stream? Once a week, at least. Man of Muff, Man of Muff, you're claiming to be the biggest fan of me, but with less questions and real questions. Well, the biggest fan part, some would probably argue with you on that, but very, very true. You do have less questions, but they're more real questions. Very, very true, and I appreciate you for that. I am not annoyed by you whatsoever. Ooh. Supersonic, what? Would I like Resident Evil 2 Remake to add one or more new enemies to the game, like how Resident Evil 1 Remake added Crimson Heads? Yeah! They gotta add new stuff on top of keeping everything the same like the original, like Remake 1 did. Spy Red Room, sorry, sometimes you rush, which is why your spelling can be sometimes incorrect. It's alright, man. Max Park, do I like Jill's brown hair or blonde hair? Brown hair, dude. This might offend some people, but I don't... My least favorite hair color when it comes to women is blonde. It's my least favorite. I'll date a redhead before a blonde. AG22, hashtag White Shot Trend, reference. Anything that's talking to someone else, I'm not going to read. Obviously, quite a few people are starting to really dislike White Shot Trend. Because there's like 10 questions, or 10 comments, I should say, now that are like all about White Shot Trend. Vital for Life, do whatever it takes to make the streams better. Well, the streams aren't bad, I'm just tired of falling behind. What about timeout? Yeah, I mean that's like if slow mode is not affecting it whatsoever, and freaking like yeah, I got to do something about it if it's just gonna bypass it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like put them in timeout for like 5 minutes at a time or something. All right, Wyatt Chotron, Sweeper Apocalypse or Reaper Apocalypse? Sweeper Apocalypse. Reaper have insta-kill attacks. Sweepers don't. So, yeah. Spy Red Room. Who would I want? Who would I want as a best friend? A government employee who gives me free rides in a government SUV, or have Chris and Barry become my best friend and protect you from anything? Well, Chris is my favorite character in the series, and Barry is badass. And they actually are a very good team, so I'll go with that. I don't want anything to do with the government. Wyatt Chotron, flying sweepers or crazy fast sweepers? Way faster than normal. Which would be worse, is the question. Flying sweepers or fast sweepers? Fast sweepers. Wait. No. Flying sweepers would be worse, because they can go anywhere in the world. Well, fast sweepers, not necessarily. AG22, biggest idol? Shit. It's changed a lot throughout the years. For a long while, my biggest idol was Tony Hawk. Skateboarding. But I wouldn't say that much anymore. I don't really have an idol, necessarily. Supersonic 2099-1. Do I think my Resident Evil weapon and melee move reviews are unique? Yeah, I do. Because I'm the only one who went to that extent with them. Before I made weapon reviews, I couldn't find a single weapon review or even showcase vid of Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3. I personally feel like I am the very first YouTuber ever to post a video about the weapons at all in Resident Evil 1. I did this way back in 2011. Andre Hernandez, you think you're my 7th or 8th biggest fan. Anytime now, Wyatt is going to ask questions involving you. Also, holy crap, I'm way behind. Yeah, I was and still am way behind. We're 13 minutes past the end of the stream, and still quite behind. Alright. Am I getting close to the last question? I sure hope I am. Alright. So, AG22 left already. Alrighty, bye. Man of Muff, imagine Liquor has been replaced to Hunters in Resident Evil 5. That would have sucked. Vital for Life. Shankster, what? Or, yeah, to me. What is my favorite basketball team if I follow basketball? Okay, I don't follow basketball too often, but if I really had to just name a random team, I would go with the Lakers. Because that's like the only one I can think of at the moment. That's not for real, though. I don't follow basketball. I more follow football and baseball, but I just don't watch sports that often. My favorite Alright, here come the football fans. My team in the NFL are the New England Patriots. As much as everybody hates them. And in baseball, it's the St. Louis Cardinals. Alright. Andre Hernandez, age 22, racism, a reference to somebody else. Spy Red Rum, what would be a scary group of Umbrella Recon soldiers shoot my classroom? And as a child, it turned me into a soldier, or have Albert Wesker hold my friends hostage and family until I agree with the... I will go with the latter, the second option. Vital for Life. What would I do if I walked into my kitchen and saw liquor on the ceiling? I'd probably die of shock. Spy Red Rum. Oh, his terms. Gotcha. So obviously it's working for everyone else. But Andre Hernandez. Joe Baker can kill a molded and mutated Jack with his bare hands. I saw that from the trailer. Man of Muff. If you have money, you will donate $20 in every stream. I get it, man. Only if you had the money, right? It's the way I would be if I supported someone as much as some people support me. Supersonic, would like a new type of virus or a new type of parasite to return in a future Resident Evil game? New type of virus. Max Park. In Resident Evil 1 to 7, there are a total of 8 different 40mm grenade rounds for grenade launcher. Which one is useful and which one is not? Okay, for me, one of the most useful is the nitrogen rounds from 5. They almost instantly freeze every enemy, or they instantly freeze almost every enemy, and they get easy to kill with. The most useless type of round, in my personal opinion, is also from 5, the electricity round. See, it's only good for stunning enemies, more or less, really, it's only good for stunning, as is the flash rounds, but the flash rounds can instantly kill Duvalier and Cephalo, so that's where I draw the comparison. David Silva, have I ever watched Biohazard 4 The Executor? It's on YouTube. No, I haven't. I've heard it. I've heard of it, big time. Why, Chatron, finalize your Patreon increase. It is now $20. Shit. Okay, so yeah, that means I do have to do something later. Vital for Life, why did Jill dress like a hoe in Resident Evil 3? And this is the final question, thank God. Why did she dress like a hoe? I don't know, because she probably felt like she was already badass and just wanted to get the hell out of Dodge, and so she did it in style. Alright. That is it, people. I'm done, and yeah, after this, I'm still gonna increase. I am gonna increase it to 2 minutes in the next stream. See if that helps at all. But Wyatt Chartrand, fair warning. After this stream and you somehow bypassing it, I don't know what the hell is going on, but you know, I felt like that was a direct slap in my face. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take measures. So in the next stream, if I see you have 3 questions in a row constantly again, I'm gonna put you in a timeout. So either slow down or suffer the consequences. And that's all I'm gonna say here. So until the next time, this is Shankster94, aka the Gamer Shankster. Rate, comment, subscribe. Follow these links: Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, even though White's the only patron right now. Shout out to him. And I'll see you guys in the 39th. Wait a minute. What is the next Q&A? 40th. Next one is number 40. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. And, of course, in Chris's second playthrough, or overall, the 8th playthrough of Remake. Peace out.